I can just sort of see your blood boiling behind your eyes on this one,
Well,
Nina.
somebody used the phrase silver sponges, and there are many sponges in the country, but I don't think you can call pensioners sponges by any means. We have paid our taxes, we've paid our dues. I have personally paid into the system for over 50 years. I am still paying taxes. I have taken very little out. And so if somebody is denying me my winter fuel, which is £200 a year, if they are mean about £4 a week, that's absolutely ludicrous. But it's not about me. It's about pensioners who actually are on the breadline. There are 1.9 million pensioners who are living in poverty. So if you'd make a sweeping thing and take all these benefits away, you are going to destroy these people's lives.
What if you were a little bit more subtle about it, though? What if you were to say, for all those who really can afford to pay for their TV licence, who are over 75, they will forego that, or they will be made to forego that, so that those who do need it, the over 75s who do need a licence and can't afford it, will still get it. So you have a kind of a divide between the haves and the have-nots.
Fine, well, let's apply that to child benefit, then. I mean, how many people give back their child benefit? First child is £1,800, I believe. And how many people say, oh, we don't need that? They put it into a fund. A lot of people use it, but those who can afford not to need that, oh, we'll just have another holiday.
It's so complicated. Means testing is so complicated, expensive. You end up not actually gaining much.
So the same thing as far as the pensions.
There seems to be this confusion about taxes. Taxes aren't paying into a piggy bank, a national piggy bank, and you expect to get your money back later in life. That's not the way it works, because if you extend that, are you saying that someone who pays more tax and works, maybe pays more income tax over more years, is therefore more eligible for free bus passes and free TV licences?
I'm saying,
so richer people then get the free stuff when they're older.
And paid what is required of you to pay, then you should be able to reap the rewards.
But paying taxes is not a selfish act. Paying taxes is not just about helping yourself, Nina. It's about helping other people who are less well off than you.
Paying taxes and national insurance is like putting it into a big bank account which everybody draws on in society. We're all agreed it's a fair society, so you pay in what you're required to pay, and it's taken out for... Did you ever visit the doctor?
I think there's something unfair about it, Andy. I think that's what it is. It's like people have worked hard all their lives. We know... I don't think we respect older people enough in this country anyway. A lot of them are terribly lonely, which isn't helped by poverty. Why take away what they have?
I think we're not as kind as we should be to older people, and absolutely, I agree with Nina. We're not talking here about pensioners on the breadline. As a journalist, I've interviewed many who are very lonely, struggle to pay their winter fuel allowance, or struggle to pay their winter fuel bill. And, of course, they need that help. They do deserve that help. But we're talking here about Jean and John, who have a gîte in France and own 3 Mercedes.
Well, I'm detecting from you here...
And why should they get the help when a younger single mother doesn't get that help?
I'm detecting an authentic whiff of moral disapproval, that you're basically morally disapproving of older people who are fairly wealthy, or relatively wealthy. That in itself is...
It's not moral disapproval, absolutely not.
Or it's jealousy, then.
If you work...
jealousy.
Well, you just mentioned the gîte in France.
Yes, exactly.
And your lip curl as you said it.
It was sneering. It was a sneering thing.
You are welcome to your gîte in France. You worked hard for it. You owned it. You deserve it. You've earned it. That's great. But don't at the same time then expect to get free stuff. It's not about... You can't have your cake and eat it too. I want to own a gîte in France when I'm 75. I probably won't be able to because house prices are so high.
I take it back to child benefit. I take it back to child... You can decide to have a child, but you can't decide to get old. Old is what happens to you just if you just keep going.
And if you work hard and make a success of yourself,
lucky.
congratulations to you, but that doesn't mean you should then ask for free stuff too.
You're not asking for free stuff. We have paid in. We have paid and paid. I have taken almost nothing out. I don't have children, so I haven't had school fees provided.
But it's not a personal trust fund.
I'm not saying...
Don't confuse taxes with a pension.
It's not. I am not confusing it. I'm saying I have paid in to the system, and
this
the system has
taken out. This is what she's arguing, Andy, and why shouldn't she have it? Just like a single mother might need something at that point, or people with children might need educating their children. This is her need. in her old age to have that. Why shouldn't she take that out of the system?
Well, because as you said at the start, 70% of people over 75 are mortgage-free. They've had a bigger pay rise, 2.7%, than working-age people.
At your age,
18%
we
of
were,
over 75 are classed as poor, and that is a scandal.
At your age,
but 23%
we were
of
struggling to
working-age
pay.
people.
We were living in different conditions.
You weren't
we were
going on foreign
struggling to pay.
holidays all the time?
Now.
No, not on foreign holidays, not
This
buying
is not a time
lattes every
traveller-
day, not
These aren't time
using
traveller
Uber,
benefits.
You're
not getting these benefits when you needed them.
Not having Deliveroo. We all struggled
This
at
is
the
not back
same
to the
way as
future.
you, in
This
a
is not
different
back to
way.
the future. If
No.
you don't need the help now, don't take the help
Well,
now, because there are people who do need it now, who are going
Richard
to food banks, who
Branson
can't put
probably
food on the
sends
table
back
for
his
their
winter
children.
fuel allowance. But other than Richard Branson and a very small top layer, everybody is entitled to what they are due.
OK.
And we all... I mean, I have a podcast called Too Late to Die Young, and I'm talking to people of my age. And we are a different generation. The reason people like you dislike our generation is because...
I don't dislike your generation,
Oh,
and
come
please
on.
don't say people like me. I have great respect for
All
those
right.
people
Well, OK,
older
then
in society now who deserve our respect.
what we are
Well-
due back away from us. And we haven't moved aside.
Well, you enjoy your
We're-
3 Mercedes you
we're-
eat in France, and you need
I
so
wish
for Christmas.
I wish
and then
I
look
had.
a single
He
mother in the
does
eye who
sneer.
can't put food
He
on the
doesn't
table for
sneer.
her children
He
and tells her
doesn't
that you get free
You
stuff.
say you don't sneer. The thing is, we are of a generation who have refused to move aside for the next generation because we are healthier, we take more care of ourselves, and we
No
are
one's
still
asking
going
you to move aside.
Well, I think you are.
They're asking
we
you to
are,
move
we
aside.
are, we are not the pipe and slippers brigade. We're not the elasticated
You've made those
trousers.
points, Nina. You've made that point 3 times now.
Sorry, thank
but
you.
it's good to see you
She's
at
made it
72
well, and
still
so's Andy.
throwing punches.
Thank you.
You've been up against the Miscoff. Did you enjoy the experience?
I always do.
Are you going to have a selfie with her?